What's up, y'all? It's Players Mind Mentality, man. These are keys on how to smash a girl on the first night. First of all, first off, you gotta be that dude for real. When I say that dude, let me break it down for y'all. Okay, so if you're in your 20s, right? Now, you probably done heard a lot of shit about yourself, right? Like, at some point, you gotta stop saying, that ain't me, this ain't me. Because a lot of the times, dudes only look at the good shit people say about them. You gotta take the bad and the good. So if a motherfucker always say, "Oh, you too needy," or you too thirsty," or "you insecure," or "you look lame," the bad shit. Like you gotta figure out what's lame about you. You might not be lame. You might think you ain't lame, but you probably is lame for real. So just like you gotta learn how to like be an analyst and stuff like that, and better yourself. And sorry, it's a truck. It's a truck in my ear. You gotta learn how to just better yourself. So usually a girl might call you lame if like the way your clothes look on you, like it look like booty shit, like whack shit. Like you got some dingy ass shirt on, some dingy ass black sweats on with some bummy ass shoes on. A lot of women pay attention to shoes. Like what type of shoes do you wear? Like they base their taste on what type of shoes you would get. So some of y'all don't like wearing Jordans. It could be a turn off for a lot of people. They might think, oh, you ain't hip enough. You might be wearing some shoes ain't nobody never seen before. I ain't saying follow the trend, but if we want to get girls, bro, follow a trend at least. Like you ain't gotta. I ain't saying be like everybody else, but you gotta learn how to take advice, man. Learn how to be different. It's okay to be different, bro. Like you gotta improve on yourself, and you can start improving on yourself by understanding what people think about you. You know what I'm saying? If people say you talk too much, maybe you do talk too much in a sense. Try to try to talk less and be more effective. Like I always say, like if you're talking to somebody, like keep it short, simple, and impactful. You know, so like if you was talking to a girl outside of the bar or whatever, or at a store, or in class somewhere, like keep it like be effective and don't over talk because a lot of dudes talk their way up out the pussy just by thinking, oh, I need to impress her, so I need to talk more. No, you don't need to talk more. You need to just be sharp. Cause she need to wonder a little bit. She need to like when you over talk, she don't feel the need to talk no more like that. She don't feel the need to get you because she see that you already hooked. So talking less is way more better than talking more. I done got girls where I was around some dudes and it was a group of girls, and I was the one who was talking less. I was just lit, had good energy, smelled good, looked good. At the end of the day, they wanted to come home with me, let me fuck. And I'm like, damn, a lot of dudes do the talking for you. You know what I'm saying? And like I was saying, back to smashing on the first day, if you got a beard, trim that shit, sharpen it up, man. Get a haircut, get a good skincare routine, and you gotta wear clothes that's hot, that look dope. It don't have to be like Jordans or Coogee or like Dolce and Gabbana, or all that expensive high end shit. You ain't gotta wear that shit, bro. Just look fly as fuck in your clothes. Like one thing you gotta do is look good in your clothes. So you might need to lose weight, you might need to gain weight, but you can get right on the sweet spot to where women will want you. Some women like dad bods, some women like athletic tall dudes. Get to your sweet spot. Figure out what your sweet spot. Look in the mirror and say, "Am I really attractive?" But you should already know this if you in your 20s though. You should know whether people come up to you or not, or what they say. Think of all the shit people said about you, and try to change that shit about you. But to fuck a girl on the first night, man, like smell good, look good, and play your part laid back. Be laid back with it and have good body posture. Cause like if you outside in like say you at a food truck stop, like and there's girls around, like you don't have to like, go up to girls and talk to them. Like if they see you, like women pay attention to everything. So if you was just standing there at a truck stop, at a food stop, she gonna notice you. When you not looking at her, that's when she notice you. She ain't gotta look at you directly. She gonna notice you, bro. And every woman they analyze no matter what. I mean, everybody do it in general, but women really pay attention. They want to know who's out here. How can I categorize these people? You always getting categorized. Like, no matter what. Even if you talking to a nice person that like you getting categorized. And um, just play it cool. Like, my thing is go along with what people say. Like, if a girl talking to you, just give her just go along with what she say. Even if you gotta make up something, just keep the conversation going, keep it uplifted, give her motivation, and like give her like pointers and tips, and like laugh a little bit. You gotta learn how to laugh a little bit and be a little bit exciting. You can play this off, you can fake this off though. You don't have to be so stuck in your shell, like, at all. Like, just play this shit off. I'm trying to tell you, man. But like, you can't be wearing white shirts, black shirts, and that's it. Like, you think you about to fuck a girl on the first night. Like, you gotta understand, whenever you talking to a woman, like, she already made up in her mind whether she wanna fuck you or not. Like, she can look at you and be like, would I fuck him? Probably not. Hell no. You see what I'm saying? So, a lot of times, even if they might fuck you, you can't come at them on like a sexual tip. But you gotta understand that at the end of you gotta understand that, like, whenever a woman talking to a dude, she always, it's always sexual energy like lurking beneath. You know what I'm saying? Like, whenever you conversating, it's always that. So you don't need to necessarily talk about sex. Just play your part right. Hide your intentions. What you really want to do is you want to conceal your intentions, right? And so if you're gonna conceal your attention, what else should you talk about to get a girl to bring you to her house, bring you to her room, and want to fuck you, right? Interests. What is her interest? What is her goal? What is her dreams? Like, what can you pick up on her body language? What can you pick up on her facial expressions? What does she want in life? And be that dude. Sometimes you gotta make a woman feel like she lacking something just to bring something new in her life. It's hard to seduce like a completely happy person, right? So if you ever were encounter with that, you want to kind of bring it down a little bit, make her feel like she's missing something that she needed. And your word of choice is very important. You gotta know, like, you gotta understand that words carry emotions and power. The way you start something off and the way you end it carries power. So with that being said, when you do these things, because y'all can go about it your own way, but when you do these things, you gotta pay attention to her response and her body language. Do she like conversating with you? Is she constantly keep talking to you? And then you go off that. But you got to keep the conversation uplifted. Because when you got the conversation uplifted, you making her feel good, you making her laugh, making her smile, and stuff like that. You go off that. And you keep thinking of things to say. Like, if you think of your environment and say something based off that. Like, you can say, oh, it's so damn hot out here. Where's the pool at around here? I'm ready to go dipping or something like that. I'm ready to go get my drinks and chill by the beach or something. And they could be like, oh yeah, me too. Like, it's so hot. I just wish I had a margarita and I'm sitting on the beach right now. And you just go off that. You keep building on the conversation, keep stacking up on it. And the whole time, have like your body language gotta be like on swag. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you could be like, you gotta learn key phrases, key words. Cause that shit get up under their skin. Like, some girls, like, when dudes say, when they talk like this, you feel me, type shit, like, you feel me, like, you my whole little woo woo, you feel me, you my little what, you my little yeah baby, like, type shit, like, we can spend a whole day together, baby, I'll fly you across the world, type shit, you feel me? Like, I ain't even on no fuck shit right now, you know what I mean? Like, it could be just me and you against the whole world, Bonnie and Clyde type shit, you feel me? Like, some girls like how dudes talk like that. You gotta have a little lingo in your voice. You can't just be basic, talking straight with no type of lingo or accent. Cause if you got a little swag in your talk, she gonna wanna hear more of that shit. Like, damn man, I like how he talking. Like I like how his voice sound when he talk. I like his little swag. You don't seem like he from here, and that can make a woman want to invite you to her crib only after she's like talked to you some more. And you gotta just keep playing your cards right. Keep the conversation about her always. Keep it about her always, and be interested but not too interested. You know what I'm saying? Like even when like say you at the bar, man, even just dance. Even, I don't care if you don't know how to dance, but even just dancing can capture women's attention. There. Like if you know how to dance, go on YouTube, learn a few moves, learn how to move, and go in the club and just be the most exciting thing in that motherfucker. Girls gonna want to talk to you and get a whiff of that energy you got, cause you something out this world. Like damn, he got confidence. He can dance. He seems exciting, and then you just go off that. Don't be dead minded. Be energetic. Be poetic. Be funny. Don't talk too much. Be spontaneous. Have a car. Have a crib. Have a car. Have some money. Look good. Make the conversation all about her, and then pull back a little bit. Sometimes you gotta when you talking to a woman, you gotta pull back a little bit. Let her talk. You feel me? Let her do all that. Let her think of something to say, and then you go off of it. Because if you doing all the talking, she ain't gonna feel no need to even talk like that. She gonna let you lead the conversation and shit like that. Let her do it. But sometimes sometimes you might get invited to their house and stuff like that. So whenever you get invited to a girl house or a girl invites you to their house, that's the key. She would never invited you to her house if she didn't see herself fucking you. Or you going to her house, she wouldn't even, if she never considered fucking you, she would never invited you to her house or came to your house. So that's the ticket. Then once you at that point, you gotta break the touch barrier in there, but not too soon though. Start off with a good conversation, some funny shit to talk about, and just be random. Like don't come off like you care about so much of what you think. Like don't come off like you care about the laws and you too scared to break rules and shit like that, because she gonna see you timid. You gotta give off this bad boy type energy. Like he seemed like he'd break the law if he had to. He seemed like he'd fuck somebody up if he had to. Like all this shit plays into a woman's psyche. Like, he the type I'll take my drawers off for, cause he got that bad boy energy to him. That's what you want to give them, that feeling like you that bad boy, you that dude, you make the rules around this bitch. You ain't worried about nobody. And even like try to conversate with people around you too though, cause women pay attention to that too. Like how do you conversate with people? If you never talking to nobody like at all, then you kind of look lame a little bit. So act like you know people around like your apartment building or at the club. Just strike up conversations like leading up to her house or she coming to your house. If you're on the phone, say some shit to other people around so she can get an idea like, damn, he's confident, he's social, he's friendly, he's cool. And have a little, like I said, have a little lingo in your voice. Some of y'all just talk straight with no type of swag in it. It's just all just words and trying to get in their pants. A woman would like listening to you if you had like an accent, a lingo, of like phrases you use, like hood dudes. You feel me? That's why a lot of women like hood dudes, because they got like lingo, they got hood lingo. You feel me? You see how I just said that? You feel me? Type shit like lingo. Have that lingo in your voice, cause that make their panties wet. So, but once you in her house or she in your house, you at some point you gotta kick it off like in a flirtatious way. Like damn, like say she like 5 feet from you, you on the couch, you on the other end. Just play it off, but exaggerate it. Like damn, you far as fuck over there. Damn, why you so far from me? Like, hey, I'm not that far from you. You silly. Like, it seems like you way over there in Canada. You know what I'm saying? Like exaggerate shit, exaggerate joke, man. She might laugh and scoot next to you, and then say something to her in her ear, get real close. Say something in her ear, like anything, like not. Let's tell them something romantic and sweet in her ear, and then look at her, and she gonna be blushing and all that. And then at some point, put your arm around her shoulder and like rub her shoulder, rub on her, and let her feel how strong you is. But don't pull her. Just rub on her shoulders, cause really a lot of women don't get massages and stuff like that. So when she finally come to a guy, she's with a guy, and he giving off like therapist energy, and he's actually like real smooth with his hands, and you massaging her shoulder and her arm, like that, she might I feel good. You know what I'm saying? And you want to keep that, like hit her with heat, like flirtatious heat, energy. So then y'all might have a drink or whatever, but you always want to, pay attention to her story and keep adding on to it. And then you gotta make a little joke. Like, I'm thinking what I'm gonna say, but I don't want, cause I don't want to give y'all the wrong idea. When I say make a sexual joke, I don't mean like a overt sexual joke. Cause I remember I told this girl, long story short, I ain't gonna tell y'all the whole story. I'm gonna get straight to it. So I told her, I'm like, so how your backing skills is? She thought I was like, we were talking about driving, and then she was like, she was like, wait, it's very good. My back skills is very good, and I'm like, I want to see some of that too, like. And I just looked at her with a smile, and she like kind of like chuckled and all that. Like, you want to hit him with, that's heat. You want to hit him with heat. You want to be indirect. Stop being so direct all the time. Be indirect. Be hard to figure out. Be mysterious, but also active and engaging into the conversation. You understand? And then at some point, you want to put your hand on her thigh and like rub it and look at her. Like, you gotta be confident in this stage, cause shit can escalate real quick. You feel me? And you don't want to rush into sex at all. Like, but what you want to do is, if a girl allow you to kiss her, a good way to get her, another way is to get her affected with heat, or another way to affect her with heat, get her in the mood to fuck. Kiss on her and do it romantically, and then kiss on her neck, rub on her, and then like if she like into the kissing, into it deeply with you, and then you put your hand on her cat and you rub it, and you just be all sweet, nibble on her ear, put your tongue in her ear a little bit, nibble on it, like it's gonna get her body to go like doing like that. So when they start getting wet, you keep doing this. You keep being like touchy and kissing on her neck, her earlobe, her ears, sucking on her lip, rubbing on her face, grabbing her head, grab the back of her head and kiss her, grab her jawline, grab her throat. You know what I'm saying? And like kiss from her, like her cheek all the way down her neck, and then over to her shoulder, and then kiss all the way back up. Kiss along her jawline right here, then bring it back up to her lip, and then get real passionate into it while you touching her. She'll get wet, and that's damn, what the fuck? And that's giving you the okay to take them pants off. That's how you can fuck on the first night. It's a process to it. Conceal your intentions from the jump, though. And when I mean by conceal intentions, don't let her know what you want to do to her. Always be like hard to figure out. So if you want to get her to your crib and fuck her, talk about comedy or movies or life or her goals. Because the more you talk to a woman, the more she's going to feel comfortable with you. Be open. Pay attention to your body language too. And keep talking about the things she like to talk about. If you don't know how to relate, make up shit. And get her, like, eventually it'll lead to her going to your house or you going to her house. She gonna want to know what your house look like, or she gonna want to invite you back to her house so y'all can continue the conversation. Do that. Don't tell her how much you want to fuck her from the back and none of that shit. Like I said, conceal your intentions. Even when you talk about your family, your own life, your motivations. Tell her a crazy story about what happened between you and your mom, or you and your friend, or how they was fake, and how you got backstabbed, how you almost got robbed before, and be passionate about it. Don't be like, yeah, I almost got robbed by my friend. No, you gotta kick it up. Like, yeah, I can't believe this motherfucker. I let this motherfucker in my house. And he stole from me after all that shit I gave him. I helped him get a car, helped him get a house. I even brought food to his kids, because his kids ain't had nothing to eat. And the motherfucker gonna steal $200 out my damn drawer though. Like, bro, that shit fucked me up for life, man. Like, you cannot trust people. And she might say, yeah, you can't trust people. Yeah, you can't. I understand.